Hey everybody, Dev here, back from YouNerded.com, here to give you a review of Vice Principal Season 1, Episode 3, titled The Field Trip. I thought this episode continued the downward trend of vice principals in the comedic department. Last week we got that sort of dark turn with Lee and Gamby burning down Belinda's house, and this week sort of took a turn and it didn't really shine in the comedic department. What I think is the biggest offender that this episode did was separate Gamby and Lee. I know I'm all willing for a show to do its little bottle episodes, do its little side things, but this show doesn't seem like the one that can handle that. It seems like one that needs to stay on the track that it set out in the first episode with Lee and Gamby, their dynamic, which makes the show, and trying to dethrone Belinda there. With the separation of these two, the comedy just fell flat, honestly. Like at the beginning they were together and they were saying like backwoods meeting, but that's where it ended. And I thought Gamby alone as a character is quite annoying and quite idiotic and just a dumb character just to watch on screen. But Lee has always been that counterpart to sort of correct him on his like BS and sort of, you know, make it funny that he is this stupid and sort of make fun of him. But Gamby alone is pretty much a no-go for me. I didn't really enjoy his sort of plot with the teacher sort of being the over-exaggerated, oh, I'm a big man, oh, you're wrong, oh, I want the girl type thing. It wasn't too effective there for me, and I just wasn't super into it. The whole plot sort of rests on Gamby finding out that Bill Hayden, who's a new teacher that was introduced, is bringing a couple kids on a field trip, and one Miss Snodgrass as well, which obviously gets his attention. And then he does the whole, oh, I can cancel your trip or I'm coming along type thing just to try and get in her good graces, which obviously he takes the absolute wrong approach. But, you know, he goes through, he's obviously ruining the trip, being an a-hole the whole time and sort of just saying, oh, that's not true, and sort of just ruining the whole experience for all the students and all the teachers. And Miss Snodgrass sort of called him out on it in a sort of drunken little speech that she gave him. It was like, you're sort of being a punk ass, honestly. And he was just kind of thrown back by that, and he's obviously being his dumb self saying that everyone else is to blame there. But like I said, Gamby, I like his character when he's with Lee because he can be so stupid and then someone's always there to put him in check, but he was sort of the dominant figure here, and that sort of no one was there to challenge him on his BS, honestly. That's where I felt the episode fell short. It wasn't much else to really offer. I didn't think anything was really funny with the students. I didn't think any of the other teachers were really funny outside of maybe Miss Abbott, who was the teacher who pretty much wanted to do everything that Gamby did. It's just the fact that she wasn't Miss Snodgrass sort of ruined everything. But yeah, she wanted to drink. She wanted to go in the little medieval little claptrap thing. I don't know what it's really called right now. And then she also wanted to, you know, mess around and things like that. But Gamby wasn't having it because she wasn't Miss Snodgrass, which, you know, was pretty dumb. But that ended up with them two sleeping together. But overall, I didn't really think this episode had much to offer. Just to sort of beat the dead horse here, I thought Gamby separated from anybody who can put him in check is a recipe for a disaster in this show. Even somebody, when he's talking to Deshawn can sort of bring him back down to reality off his high horse. And even, you know, Lee, Russell, and Belinda, all these people can sort of play well off of Gamby. But I didn't think anybody in this episode, even Bill Hayden sort of standing up to him, I didn't really think that was very effective in terms of making me laugh anyway. I didn't think this episode was great. I gave it a 68 out of 100, which is only a decent score here at YouNerded. Last week I gave it a 72. The week before that I gave it a 76. So until they can sort of, you know, revive themselves, I can't really see the show too much improving, but I hope we get a better episode next week. You can watch those reviews from last week, and you can definitely stay tuned for Vice Principal Reviews weekly here on YouNerded's YouTube channel. You can follow me. I'm at nerd.dot on Twitter, and leave a comment below, subscribe, like, do all the things, and then we'll talk to you guys there. But that's pretty much it for this review of Vice Principals, and we'll be back next week.